I'm Jane.
And I'm Amanda. Welcome to Come Dowse with me. I thought we were going to get out of sync then.
So did I.
So what's on the menu this week, Jane?
Maps.
Maps. Map dowsing.
Map dowsing. So, I quite enjoy dowsing maps because it's a really good way of remotely visiting somewhere without actually having to leave your house.
Well, I'd never heard of map dowsing. It was completely new to me until I joined Devon Dowsers. I didn't even know it was a thing. I've learned so much from joining Devon Dowsers. I didn't even know map dowsing was a thing. I would dowse my map to get to a page or like work out the sort of on the grid on the page. Then I can say to my daughter, point to one of these and we'll go there for the day trip. So she would just point to the map and go. But map dowsing, whole new world. Tell me more.
Well, I use a particular type of pendulum, which is this one. I'm going to hold it up there because it's got a point on it, which makes it easier for me for map dowsing. And it's got quite a nice weight to it. And then the idea is you get your map and you get your finger, or you get a piece of paper.
Shall I hold it up? If I hold that up like that, I'll be your assistant.
So you can go across and you say, or show me a line, ask me what to be shown. Is there a line here in this square, in this square, in this square, and you keep going, and then you get a yes signal. So then you put a little cross, and then you can follow that line. When I've got so many lines on this, I got a bit confused at one point, and I did it a bit of a different way. I put lots of crosses on in different colour, and then I had to try and join the dots to get the lines up. But it's actually easier if you just concentrate on one line. So it's a little bit like when we do the dowsing through various stages in history, to focus on one line and follow that line, and then start looking when you've joined up the dots, what's on that line. And when you look on that this is a map of Idford Common, which I've done a fair bit of dowsing.
There's a line that goes all the way through Gilpin's Bottom there. Energy line right through Gilpin's Bottom.
And then there's also a tumulus on that line. Then that goes through Holden Forest, and then they don't always go straight. So these are energy lines. Haven't found any big dragon lines. Or there are some on Idford Common, but I wasn't actually dowsing the big dragon lines. I was dowsing to see what lines were up there, and often they go through a church or a significant place in a village, or at crossing points in water. So it's just fascinating to see what they do. So if you want to chase, as I call chasing dragon lines, you can dowse a line where it hits the land, and so it might sort of come from France or further around, because it's a belief that they're in bands going around the earth. So you can plot something as it comes in, as it meets the land, look at the landscape, look to see what it looks like, and sometimes you see things within the landscape as well, which is quite fascinating. And then you can map dowse the line right the way through an area and see where it goes through. And often it may go through churches and significant places. So there is the option then of being able to jump in a mode of transport and go and check out your dowsing.
And go stand there and feel all that energy from that energy line. I was asked the other day about a lady who said to me, she just stopped me in the street and she knows that I dowse, and she said, how do I know where the ley lines are where we live? So she said, can you dowse it? So you can't you? You can dowse where the ley lines are, and then you sort of as well as the energy lines.
Yeah, I think it's as well. There's the thing about ley lines and energy lays, because my understanding of the ley line is somewhere there are significant features in a straight line.
Right, okay.
Whereas an energy lay can move. So it's like a line, and it can move. So it might not necessarily. One example of that is the Michael and Mary line, quite a famous line from Hamish and Paul that they dowsed. There is a lay of significant points on a line that goes from Cornwall up to I think somewhere in Norfolk, isn't it? It goes across there. And then there are two. They found one male energy line, sort of serpent line, going along it, and then they found a female one as well. And they have written a book about it. So yeah, the Sun and the Serpent.
Sun and the Serpent. Oh, you've got that book, haven't you?
I have got that book. Yeah, it's definitely worth reading.
I will dowse to see if I need to read that book.
Yes, maybe do that.
Right, it's time for something to eat, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Drinky poos.
Drinky
Drinky poos. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.